Girlfriend, are you selling a service and you want more subscribers? And your sales right now are in a sales plateau? Well, you've come to the right place. If you ever asked yourself, how can I get more people to subscribe to my service? We're going to get to the bottom of that in today's video. We will see you on the other side. Hi there, my name is Ingafay and I'm an authenticity strategist. And in this video, we are going to talk about three things. One is how can you find your target market when you provide a service? Secondly, finding out why your people would want what you have from your service. And last but definitely not least is a mistake that I want you to avoid at all costs that many people make when it comes to serving people with a service. So let's get down to the bottom of this, shall we? All right, so now, how do you find your target market? We are really asking, who are you looking for? And oftentimes when I think of this, I think of the person that I was maybe 5 years ago. Oftentimes when we are selling a service, it's providing us something that we needed for the person that we were 5 years ago. So I want you to think about that person and why you got involved in the service, whether it be legal services or personal training, or it can be insurance, whatever that is. I want you to think about it so you can really hone in to your actual person. And I can just tell you who your person is not, and it's not everybody. And I know this is a common thing that you think everybody needs your product or service, but everybody may need it, but they definitely don't want it. So you really want to hone into the people that want what you have so you can really serve them and help them reach their desired result. Another key thing when it comes to you thinking that everybody is your ideal customer is that when you really don't hone in to who you want to serve, you're really not able to serve anyone. So I'll give you an example. Oftentimes I participate in at least 3 to 4 networking events, and we get the opportunity to pitch what we are marketing. And I hear things like, well, I'm looking for anyone that has kids and wants to save for their future. Okay, how do you identify that person? So how would somebody know, oh, that's Susie Q? You want to be able to give descriptive type of description so people will know exactly who you're looking for. And then you yourself will know who you're looking for. So when you are talking to that person and that person appears in front of you, you're going to say, oh, that's my person. So I really want to make sure that you understand the power of defining what your niche or even what your target market is, whatever you decide to call it, so you can really serve the people that want what you have. Now, I'm curious, do you have a defined niche right now, or is right now your niche everybody? I know it's okay to admit this. When you know better, you can do better. Comment below and let us know. I'm hoping that what I just shared with you would be a blessing to you. So the next thing we're going to ask is, why do you want to serve these people? You want to serve these people because they are probably suffering from something that your product and service can actually help them with. So it's very important that you pre-qualify your leads so you can actually give them what they want. Know what their actual pain point by just asking an open-ended question like, what is your biggest struggle with weight loss? Or what is your biggest struggle on eating healthy? Or what is your biggest struggle when it comes to your legal matters? Whatever that service you provide. That way you will be able to hear exactly what they are saying and know how your product or service could potentially help them, because they've told you what they're looking for. So you don't have to worry about trying to figure out what product or service, what service that you would provide that would help them best, because you may have a number of different services that could help them. But if you ask that question, you can tailor your information to what they really need, more so than just throwing a whole bunch of stuff at them at one time and they get overwhelmed. And we know that what happens with the overwhelmed mind, right? They do nothing. So make sure that you're able to identify what they truly need so you can serve them the way they want to be served, because that's the key, right? Another thing that is very important too is if you were a person that had the problem that they're trying to overcome, you can assist them by helping them reduce the learning curve. So they don't have to go through all the headache and the trials and tribulations that you had to go through to figure this thing out. So make sure that you pre-qualify your leads to find out what they need and what product, well, really what service they need that you provide, and then help them reduce the learning curve. Now, before I go into the biggest mistake that you want to avoid when it comes to selling a service, I want to remind you to subscribe to the YouTube channel. We upload a video every Thursday for your viewing pleasure, and we don't want you to miss a beat. So be sure to subscribe. So now let's talk about the biggest mistake most people make when it comes to selling a service. And the biggest mistake that most people make when it comes to selling a service is they think they have to convince somebody to buy it. Now, this is why I think it's so important for you to pre-qualify your leads, because there should be no convincing when it comes to serving the people that you want to serve. Because these people have already raised their hand, they have already identified the problem, they have told you they want your help, and they're ready to take action to do something about it. But if you're talking to people that don't see their problem as something that they should take action on, that they just want to whine about, then you're going to have to convince them to buy. Then after that, you're going to have to convince them to use whatever you're providing, whatever the service is. You don't want to have to do that, and you don't have to do that, because there are tons of people out here that want what you have and are waiting for you to find them and be able to tell them about the solution that you have for them so they can live their dream life, whatever that may be. So I want to remind you that it's so key that you pre-qualify, not convince your people, but truly find the ones that want what you have and are ready to take action. So if you're looking for ways on actually how to find these type of people, I wanted to remind you, well, really tell you about my survey system. It allows you to pre-qualify your leads and get those questions answered and find out what their struggles or woes are, so you can then determine if your product or service will meet that need, and if not, maybe find someone else that could serve them if your product or service doesn't. If you're interested in that product, click the link below and check out the survey system to actually get all of the details. And as always, thanks for watching, and bye for now.